Hey, my wonderful Geminis. Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your June Tarotscope. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm like, what month is it? I'm like, it's June. How are we almost halfway through the whole year of 2022? It's been a ride, right? All right, Geminis, when I was channeling for you, here's what was coming in. Tug of war. And I know you're twin. I know everyone's like, well, Geminis are always, yeah. But like, the last couple months, a lot of the channels for you have been like, you're going. But this feels like it's like you got to where you thought you wanted to be, and now you're like, I don't know if I want that. And here's the thing I want to explain. When you manifest, and the reason I know this is as a young child, I was given a lot of books and information on just manifesting. Some books that might be helpful, like The Four Agreements, The Secret, things like that. If you've not read those, you might consider getting them. They're very short reads, but they're incredibly powerful books. And as a child, and not even a child, but like in high school, in middle school, in college, when I was having like relationship issues or just issues in general, I would manifest. I'd use those tools. And I didn't fully like believe it, but like I also kind of knew it was real. And so, for example, I was able to manifest a lot. Beautiful homes and beautiful babies, and I had home births with both my kids, and all of that went according to plan. I had a marriage. But I realized as I awoke this year, it's always a process, right? It's been going on. I was like, you know what? Like, the relationship that I had manifested through my marriage was not actually aligned with what I actually wanted. It checked a lot of boxes, right? It looked pretty. It made financial sense. We got along well. We made beautiful babies, like all of this. Everyone loved him. He's really funny and nice, and like people loved me. But there was something there that I didn't manifest correctly, right? I didn't manifest true passion, true like a power couple vibe of like, we're going to do what's best for the collective, but also like take over, like empire state, because like that's what my truth is. That's what I look for in connection. I just didn't manifest either someone like really protecting me. And so right now I feel like maybe some of you with that siren going off out there, that ambulance, you're kind of like, well, I'm getting these connections or jobs or whatever opportunities, but you're like, why is it still not enough? Like there's this feeling of like, oh shoot, did I move too fast? Did I jump to the next thing did I overlook something? And maybe, I don't know, but the great thing is when we manifest, we can always tweak, right? We can always like realign and redo, which is what I'm in the process of doing in my own life, is realizing, well, that manifestation worked, Christina, but let's rework that into what it is you truly want going forward. Because when I started manifesting all that, I mean, that was like 10 years ago. So like who I was 10 years ago is not who I am now. And so I need to rework that, right? So for many of you, the other issue is you're out. You're out, guys. You're out with way too many energies right now. You're being called to stop that. Knight of Swords reversed. Slow the action down. And the reason I don't say move forward, because a lot of times I would say that with masculine energy, but the reason is the ringing in my ear is the Hermit here. It's like you're not taking time to understand how precious your energy is. And the Hermit can be about staying away from others, which you definitely might be called to do, but it also is like about protecting your own divine essence, your own energy. And as you ascend and awaken, keep in mind, pay attention this month, Geminis, if you are around any energy and you feel a certain way, like waves of energy, or you feel sick, or you feel anything, it's Source trying to show you either A, tap into something here, B, don't be around that person, or C, like, what is it you're ignoring? What did that person just say? What did that person just do? Does it only happen in that certain environment? What are you ignoring? Because many of you, it's like you're not happy at all. You're actually emotionally drained, but it's like you have this facade that you're happy, that you have it all together. And you're fighting an awakening. Page of Wands reversed. And again, the Seven of Cups reversed. It's like you know there's no other option but to continue going forward, to do the real deep self-work, but you're being really wishy-washy about it. Which, I get it. Air sign energy in general, masculine energy in general, maybe you're masculine energy. If you're a feminine energy, by the way, I feel called to say you might be like stalking or idolizing people on the internet, thinking that like, I want to be like them or this or that, not realizing like, or thinking you want to collaborate with them. Like, don't. What you want to do is just be you, be authentic in you. So travel forward and being authentic with yourself. And if you're collaborating for the sake of like spiritual work, or a level up in that way, I think that's great this month. I think that would be very beneficial for you. But make sure when I say collaborate, I mean like you're collaborating with like your spirit guides, with like your dreams. You're only reaching out to others for small bits of information. Yeah, you're not actually like doing, like you're not traveling forward with someone else, okay? You're focused on you and your spiritual journey, your spiritual commitment here, okay? Yeah, Two of Cups reverse, victory. Look at this. Many of you guys, I'm not trying to be mean. I love you, Geminis. I love you. I'm a Gemini rising right now, but I'm telling you right now, many of you, it is not your person, or that person's not committing to you, and it's causing massive conflict. There are third-party energies here. Look at this. Victory reversed, Two of Cups reversed, Three of Cups reversed. And for this to come out with this tells me that possibly whoever you are with is lying or cheating or not being honest about what they are doing. And that's just the cards. And you got to get real with yourself. Are you okay with being in a connection with someone if they're just hooking up with whoever and not telling you? Some people are okay with that, but a lot of people say they're okay with that and they're actually not okay with that. And so you got to get really real with yourself. Like, what is the expectation? And that's when we talk about commitment. There's commitment within freedom. You can say, hey, I'm cool if you want to be in a dynamic where you sometimes are with other people, but I need you to clearly tell me that every single time you're going to engage with that. I need to know that's what's going on. I need to know you're clean. You know, you're making sure you're tested, whatever it might be. Because I talk to so many people that's this block. And for other people, they're like, no, I need to know I am it. I am your ride or die. It is exclusive. And that's okay too. You're allowed to set those boundaries, especially feminine energy. Set the boundaries. We have both energies, guys. If you're a male watching, don't act like I'm not. We all set these boundaries. We all should be doing both. And if you want to know more about what is wounded masculine or healed masculine or wounded feminine or healed feminine energy, my website, gingermama.com, has an awesome blog post, literally as bullet point breakdown on what those energies look like. But you're being called to set boundaries. Like, I feel like so many of you, it's like look at these cards, you guys. Like, it's like you put in the hard work for a minute and then you pull back. And by the way, the mutable Gemini energy, that's where you run the risk, where you get really motivated for a second. Hang on. That's so funny. It said, whoops, something has crashed. Exactly. Like, it's like then you crash. And it was nothing important, by the way. But that's what's happening. It's like you just go, and then you crash. And then you're like, well, why am I so drained and tired? Why am I not fully awakening? Why am I not passionate? Why am I so, like, not hopeful? Like, this is sad, you guys. Like, and don't be sad. It's just because you need more time to self-reflect. Also, many of you are overspending. King of Pentacles. And not even, like, I feel like this is overspending or overgiving. But I feel like it's like you're someone that has a good job, right? Like, I don't feel like it's a job issue for you. But I do sense that, like, there is something here you're missing or you're not focusing in on with your finances. Yeah, it's like you have a scarcity mindset. You don't feel worthy of abundance and money. You just believe that it's hard. It's always going to be hard. And you need to reflect on that this month. So many people carry this, by the way. This is not only Geminis. But it's that belief that, like, I have to work. And if I ever stop working, then therefore I won't have wealth, abundance, and money. And that's not true. Source is trying to show you how to flow. How when you're in alignment and flow, abundance comes back into you. And every time you doubt that or you're out of flow, the universe is going to show you in real time why that's not working. And many of you, as you deal with these energy shifts, Source is trying to do that, to say, get out of these self-limiting beliefs. This reversed. This is going to be a big deal this month for you. Stop believing you have limitations. You do not. Your only limitation is believing that you have a limitation. That's an awakening. Otherwise, you completely paint your own reality. So anything going on in your life right now is completely at your own discretion to change. And many of you too, it's like, you're not really getting clear about who you need to communicate with. Some of you, it's that soulmate card too, in this reverse. Maybe if you're masculine energy, you're not committing, you're not telling the truth about what you want. If you're a feminine energy, maybe you're not telling the truth about what you want. But it's like you thought about it for a while, you just never did anything with it. And then if you start to think about it, you go fucking crazy. It's like, well, at some point you got to think about it. Because if the universe keeps putting the thought in your mind, there's a reason. There's something that's not cleared. There's something you got to work on. And look at this. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands reverse. Some of you might be dealing with water signs or fire signs. You yourself could be one. It's just like imbalanced feminine energy. It's someone who's overly emotional, could be quick to anger, things like that. Just shady. This could be an ex, someone you had children with. Like, it could be an Aries, by the way. I'm an Aries too, so I know. Yeah, quick to anger at times for sure. So you're being asked to like set boundaries here, right? The Sun. This is going to work when you tell the truth. And what is the truth? Because this feels like a past energy. You guys got so many energies right now. It's like I feel like there's a soulmate, but then there's possibly, like I said, like the Four of Wands reverse, like an old ex or a situationship or a divorce. It's like, what are you doing, Geminis? What are you doing? Get clear. Pull back. Sit on your horse for a second. Stay away from other energies and get clear. Okay, this is how I want to take an action to clear up this situation. Then I want to take an action in this way for this situation. Because I feel like many of you, that tug of war, it's like you're waiting on someone else to take an action, but when they try to take an action, then you try to pull back. And then you're constantly, and the universe is like, stop tugging, just flow. Just flow. And that's something we all have to learn. And again, I'm a Gemini rising, you guys. This totally resonates. I feel it too, okay? So like, I know it's hard, but many of you are looking to the past. You're like, this person did this in the past, or I always do this in the past, or my family never had money, or whatever it is. Love doesn't work, or this is how this goes. Stop overthinking it, okay? And look only to the future. I am worthy. I am wealthy. I am lovable. I am successful. People want me. People believe in me. God has chosen me. The universe loves me, holds me infinitely. But yeah, if you guys cannot do this, if you cannot start to judge yourself and cut yourself off from energies that are no longer serving you, you're going to continue to carry this burden and have tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And I'm telling you, the energy just feels like it's going to keep rising. Be on the lookout. I think some of you, there might be a lot of anger this month. And understand that anger is not problematic, okay? But anger needs to be processed. I know me on my awakening journey, I've had a ton of anger and rage. But at times, have I snapped at people? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And I've tried to take accountability and reach out and say, I'm sorry, and try not to repeat that behavior. But for the most part, the anger I have channeled has been home alone on my own. It has been writing, it has been punching a pillow, it has been dancing, it has been boxing, it has been me processing that anger and rage from the whole course of my existence and all of the different things that have happened to me externally. Because emotions are energy in motion. And if you do not move that energy, it's never going to go anywhere. And you have to do it with intent. A lot of people like to say it's like that, panting dog thing. It's like they like to say like they're, oh, I'm working out today. It's like, but what is the intention there? If you're going to climb, if you're going to swim, if you're going to do yoga or whatever it is, set the intention. Source, I want to channel this kind of energy right now. Yeah, the helicopter goes off. Tell them, I want to release this block in me. I want to release fear around finances. I want to release this old connection. I want to, whatever it is, this limiting belief. And channel that as you do that, as you do whatever action, as you swim, you're scooping that water. I will not believe this again. I will not do this again. Whatever it might be. Or I will, not allow someone to treat me this way again. And really release that energy, okay? You guys, that's just what I feel like with Geminis. You have it. Look at this. Look at this. The Emperor comes back out. Whether a masculine coming towards you or you are a masculine healing or you're just focused on your masculine energy this month, Geminis, it is going to work. You are going to be happy and successful in this. And the Sun, okay? But this month feels like a month where you need to pull back and focus on you, okay? And just protecting your energy and just staying out of other energy. It just feels like a lot of scattered energy. Yeah, and abundance, by the way, is coming in by the end of the month if you can do the work, okay? I just split that deck. If you can do the work, it's coming in for you, all right? So please surrender. Surrender to yourself. Surrender to Source. Have faith. I promise you it's coming. I love you, Geminis. You have a wonderful, beautiful month, and I will see you back in July for your July Tarotscope. Please subscribe, by the way. if any of this resonated, you can subscribe and go back and watch it halfway through the month, later in the month, etc.